first hour of the CW's Mega Crisis on Earth X crossover bursts onto our screens with a giddy jolt of energy, and if hour 1 is this exciting, imagine the intensity of the next 3. The villains for this epic event come from a hellscape of dark skies, red lightning, and swastika-bedecked skyscrapers. A black-clad figure, familiar but masked, it is wearing an SS armband when he takes out a group of rebels before a masked hero who turns out to be James Olsen, Guardian. No, Nazi Archer collects some sort of device that will let them reign forever. He delivers it, along with a Heil Victory Nazi salute to an evil scientist, and a flying masked woman with SS on her chest gives him one day to examine the device for rebel traps. Now let's check in on a better Earth, shall we? Barry's fighting King Shark in Central City when Iris beeps in to complain about people not RSVPing to their impending nuptials. And just who are these discourteous jerks? Oliver and Felicity, for one. He's fighting ninjas in Star City when Felicity confirms that they plan to attend. Ditto all of the legends, who are skirmishing in 1183 England when they realize those RSVP cards never got sent. Kara's not off the hook, either. She and Alex are spending some romantic misery loves company couch and wine time when she decides that Alex is going to be her +1 for the West Allen wedding. The next thing we know, Kara's joined Iris, Caitlin, and Felicity for money, petties and champagne. Kara's cuticles, naturally, break the equipment. Super strong nails, Felicity quips. Iris, in the tradition of happily coupled people everywhere, asks Felicity if she and Oliver are next to the altar. Maybe once the city's not being at and Oliver's no longer under indictment and he's spent enough time with his son who's still mourning the loss of his mother, Felicity replies, looking a little bummed when they all joke that this means any day now. Meanwhile, Barry's trying on his penguin suit and worrying about his vows. Oliver enters in his own tux, causing Barry and the viewing aunts to quietly say, damn. Oliver assures him that the vows will come, and Barry asks Iris question, when will Oliver and Felicity tie the knot? Oliver assures Barry that he loves Felicity so much, trust me, he pronounced those extra O's, but with everything going on, it's not the right time. Still, Barry's pleased that Oliver's finally learned that being a superhero doesn't exclude loving someone. In fact, it gives you something to fight for. Not all of our heroes are so lovey-dovey, though. Stein and Jax are still trying to split up Firestorm, so Cisco, Harry, and Caitlin engineer a serum that'll strip the powers away from both of them. Stein is psyched, Jax is decidedly not. Stein tinkers with the serum and comes up with a way to end Firestorm but still leave Jax a superpower, the power of incredible adhesion. Jax isn't impressed at the thought of becoming the spectacular Sticky Man. The extra time in the lab does allow Stein and Caitlin a chance to talk about Ronnie, and Stein vows that once he's unfirestormed, he'll be a better husband, father, and grandfather. Wow, do I hope that's just conversation and not ominous foreshadowing. The rehearsal dinner, which is held at Jitter's is lovely. Everybody hugs, clinks champagne glasses, and, in the case of Mick, hits the buffet hard. He also asks Caitlin if he ever kidnapped her, and she recommends he not try it again. Over shots of booze, Alex tells Sarah about the end of her engagement, and they toast to how awful it is to be at the rehearsal dinner for the world's most perfect couple. I think we all see where this is headed. And yep, before long, they're outside kissing. Barry finds Kara looking down on the proceedings from the second story. She briefly explains the Mon-El situation: exiled to space, lost in time, returned married, and says it's her own fault for trying to live as something other than Supergirl. She's different than Barry and Oliver, who can let love into their lives. She's an alien, and she's alone. Sensing defeat, Barry backs off of this topic and, in light of their musical adventures last season, asks if Kara will lend her talents to the ceremony the next day. She agrees. Then Joe delivers a toast commending the grace, trust, and love Barry and Iris have shown during their recent challenges. Thank you for showing me how to love again, he says, raising a glass to his children. Inspired, Oliver suggests that he and Felicity do something along these lines: friends, family, crab cakes, toasts. And he doesn't just mean a rehearsal dinner, he wants the wedding, too. Although he doesn't go down on one knee because he is sore from the ninja fight, he proposes beautifully to the love of his life. The love of his life, who says no. Felicity says she doesn't need a piece of paper to make things legal and suggests they discuss it some other time. Oliver replies, I'm actually physically incapable of talking about anything else right now. Flustered Oliver Queen is the best Oliver Queen. The conversation ends with her yelling, Oliver, I don't want to marry you. Girl, I am always on your side, but ouch. Presumably this is all tied up with the baggage surrounding their broken engagement and not wedding, but it still hurts my heart. Thankfully, they've got a few more crossover episodes to sort this all out. It's now the morning of the wedding. Our heroes wake up in various moods. Very tenderly as a sleeping Iris, Oliver and Felicity sulk on separate couches, Jax is scowly, Mick parades in a bathrobe, Kara floats in her sleeping bag cool, and Alex and her shockingly unsmudged makeup wake up next to Sarah. Her attempt at a sneaky exit is neither quiet nor graceful. A hungover Alex links up to Kara outside the church, and then Sarah breezes by and casually mentions their nighttime activities. Kara's amused at her sister's one-night stand, reminding Alex that she's a single lady now. Alex is open to this idea, although she's taken aback to learn that Sarah is an assassin. Inside the church, Mick states that he should sit on the bride's side since he tried to the groom so many times, and now I want Mick to attend every possible wedding henceforth. Next, time to punch some Nazis.